Well, yeah, obviously I was disappointed because I felt I was doing a good job given the circumstances that I found at the club and all the changes that we had to navigate in my tenure there. I think no one else could have done as good a job as I did, given the circumstances that I found at times. But yeah, there was disappointment obviously because I wasn't able to see the job through. I felt we were fully on track with the expectations of the owners, but unfortunately maybe their mindset changed and I wasn't part of their plan. So they've moved on and I need to move on. I've come here, I feel very comfortable with the people I'm working with, and maybe one of the key elements to it is that I'm actually their man. Maybe that was one of the big things that went against me at City, in as much as that I wasn't obviously put in place by the current owners. So in the end, maybe that was a significant factor in the reason I'm not still there. Well, we'll look to add to the quality we already have. I never really like to discuss players of other clubs, but it's something that happens. Obviously, given that you've mentioned certain players, I would suggest that maybe they're a little bit out of our scope in terms of money we'd have to pay and possibly wages we'd have to pay. But we're actively looking to bring better quality to augment the quality that's always here. Well, obviously, as I've mentioned, we don't have the distraction of the Europa League, and that's a big ask when you're involved in that competition, because there's a hell of a lot of games that you have to negotiate and get through if you get to the latter stages, and sometimes you question whether or not it's all worth it at times, because we had the experience the year before at City where we got to the quarterfinals, and it was a big ask playing Thursday and Sunday and then possibly on a Wednesday following that. So the fact that we haven't got that this year, I think, is a bonus for us, and that we'll be able to concentrate our minds and make sure that we're higher than 12, as I said, because I think with the quality I've already seen, and the hope, of course, is to bring more quality to the club, then I think we can be better than 12. Obviously, we have to be realistic in terms of how high we can actually go, but certainly if we can get into the top 10 this year, that will be good progress, and then we can build on that in the years to come. No, I back my abilities to get the best out of any group that I work with, and that confidence that I have in my ability and the team that I bring with me gives me that. We want to obviously drive the club forward. We want to make sure that Fulham is a top 10 club on a regular basis, which hasn't been the case in recent times, and we don't want the last 2 years to be, as I said before, standout seasons in the history of Fulham. We want to build on what's been achieved already here. Well, there's always interest in quality players, and irrespective of what club you're at, and it's not my intention to allow the better players at Fulham Football Club to leave the club, and we're in a position now that we don't have to sell our better players. We want to progress, and you don't do that by selling the better players that you have in your club. So I would suggest that the two players you mentioned will still be Fulham players by the end of the window. Well, apparently there was a conversation, I think, some time ago, but obviously I've only just come through the door, and I need to reacquaint myself with the conversations that have been made by the people at the club and players as well. But obviously, I mean, it's a situation that we want to be able to resolve quickly in terms of the protection of our position as a football club, and as I've already intimated, we're not in the business of allowing our better players to leave. So Mark very much comes into that category. So really, that's where we are at this moment in time. I think it's fair to say that we need more attacking options. We'll look at that, and what everybody knows is that good quality strikers come at a premium, so I'll have to talk very kindly to my chairman and see if we can address maybe the issue of those attacking options.
Okay, Fraser, thank you.